Hey everybody, I'm Elena, and if you're new to this channel, please welcome to my channel and whatnot. And to the rest of you that might have been wondering, where's she's at? What happened? Well, this is this is gonna be the video where I'm gonna explain a little bit what's been going on with my life and where I've been and whatnot. So, hey everybody, I'm still here, I'm still alive. There's been quite some things going on with my life. I believe ever since I'm 100% sure ever since I restarted YouTube, I never took a hiatus, but this month I've been away, and even though I had videos that I had programmed and whatnot that I wanted to upload while I was away, in the end I realized that I didn't have time to get connected to the internet, let alone to YouTube and whatnot, and catch up with you guys. And I thought, like, what's the point of uploading videos if I cannot keep up, with the comments or you guys' videos and whatnot? So yeah, where have I been? Well, as of late, I've been traveling quite a lot. And I'll be away for maybe a week, couple weeks, starting in June once again. And I'm gonna tell you why, and then I'm gonna go to the rest of the story of where I've been. So just yesterday, I went to visit my ear, nose, throat doctor, and well, the surgeon told me that I have to get my tonsils removed, at my age, because they're giving me plenty of trouble. And so we're gonna do that, and yeah, I thought, I was on the waiting list and whatnot, and I thought this would be, a process that would take quite time, a significant amount of time. Then next thing you know, yesterday I go to check everything's good and whatnot, and they tell me, well, in a couple of weeks, you're getting surgery, and I was like, what? So yeah, as of today, June 8th, I'm getting my tonsils removed. Not this radio frequency that they're doing nowadays, which is safer and you get a faster recovery, but the old school way, because they really want to make sure they are gone and gone forever. And since they're teeny tiny and you don't want to know all the details, I bet it's gonna take quite a bit of time, whole complete anesthesia, and yeah, and I'll be hospitalized after that, because it's a major surgery. And even though when they remove tonsils you can go home just straight ahead, my body always has to do things extra complicated, so they are extra difficult to take off. So I'm gonna be, on surveillance for a couple of days, they told me, so there's that. So obviously I can only suppose that I'm not gonna be able to talk fluently and whatnot. So now all I have to do is take care of myself big time, try to not get tonsil infection again up till the next 2 weeks. So yeah, there's that. So on that, where have I been? On the positive side of things, I've been visiting a friend in Enschede in the Netherlands, and it's on the east part of the Netherlands, and it's close to Germany. I went there for a week. As I was saying, because I lost my train of thought. Much to the contrary, people from my hometown think that, I become this weird that doesn't get out of this house. No, I got back surgery, now I'm getting my tonsils removed. So there's been a lot of health issues, and I'm not here, just on holidays. I'm here just to get better and then move on with my life, which is what I'm gonna do. And this friend of mine, who has been a friend of mine ever since we met at college, the uni dorm kind of thing that we had here at the campus, if you will. Well, he told me numerous times that whenever I felt like disconnecting a little bit, I could come over to his place and whatnot. But you always think, I don't want to be, an inconvenience to someone else, not because they have told me that or anything, but because you think it's not like we are meeting up for a coffee or dinner or whatever. You're gonna stay to that people's place, to sleep and whatnot. And I always have had this feeling in me that, people, I always welcome people into my place, and I don't care about it. It's the way it's been all my life. But I always am a bit concerned, as if like, is this gonna disrupt their routine? Are they gonna feel comfortable? You're in there. They invited you over and everything, but still you are invading someone else's private space, and you feel like, well, maybe if I could, afford a hotel or something in the same place, then we can meet up, and, your friend, whoever that person is, can keep on doing their life, and you're not being such an inconvenience, if you will. Not that they ever told me that or anything, but it was my feeling. Like, if I could afford, someplace around, then you don't disrupt this other person's daily routine, if you will. Lo and behold, the last time that I was in Barcelona, I got in here and I got so much fed up, of coming back here to my hometown, to the village. You gotta Google that, the village. That it was like, I just, we were talking online with this friend of mine, and I was like, well, it was like a sort of, destiny thing or whatever. There was this low-cost company, that they were announcing cheap flights all over Europe. And lo and behold, I clicked and I checked the flights that I could get, to go to Amsterdam and whatnot. And they there were, and next thing you know, I was, texting my friend, how you told me I could come over to your place, is still okay with that? He was, yeah, for sure. Just tell me the dates if I'm gonna be there or whatnot, of course, right? And then I checked the dates, where the offer was and whatnot, because, we're not the Johnsons in here. And I told him, well, this so-and-so date and whatnot. He was like, yeah, I've just okay. I'll be working, but I'll be, in town. So next thing you know, I'm catching up a flight, I'm canceling, all the visits that I have to my tonsillitis thing and whatnot, and I'm going there. And that was an eye-opener, you guys. That was an eye-opener. It was not much of a holidays of go visiting and relax, which it also was, but it was an eye-opening trip kind of experience, if you will, that, okay, now the fruit has reached the right ripen point, it's about time. It's about time to, morph into something else. So I went there. Not only I met my friend, he had to go places, of course, he has a job, a steady job, unlike me. So he had to go work and whatnot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, tour the Netherlands a little bit by myself, They told me, well, you can visit here, there, whatnot, and that's what I did. You're gonna probably see it, I vlogged a little bit for you guys. I hope, I can manage to assemble it somehow and upload it in here. And I had a great time in there. I met some friends of his in there who were really welcoming. Not only his friends were welcoming, but also Dutch people, surprisingly enough, are way more welcoming, and at least the ones that I encounter, than Spanish folks, and that was a really pleasant surprise, like you're going on the streets, people, even though they don't know you, and it's a pretty big town, it's a city actually, they say, well, good day, good evening. If you're having coffee, they tell you, well, bon appetit, eet smakelijk, if they see you eating, they say hello. If you ask for directions, nobody, almost, no, I didn't encounter someone that told me, well, look, I'm in a hurry, I cannot help you out, I'm sorry, you know, which tends to happen in some other places. Not that people are rude, but people are gonna tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, or I'm sorry, I don't know the place. Nobody told me, I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. And the ones that didn't know the place were like, I'm sorry, I don't know the place, but wait for a second, we're gonna ask so-and-so person, and they would help me out with that. And that was like, this is wow. I was speechless, you know, the whole trip. Like, so, I don't know, for some reason, maybe it's the energy that you transmit, you know, because people are like, well, I've been here, I've been there, and here it was great, and there it was terrible, and we're not gonna name places or whatever. But for instance, there's this real topic, you know, then the food in the UK is horrendous. Well, I mean, you have to get used to what the local cuisine it is, but I have to say that every time I've gone to the UK, I didn't have this issue. I don't know what's going on with people. It's like people who come to Barcelona and they go to eat paella at Ramblas. Of course it's gonna be a terrible experience and it's gonna be horrible, it's gonna be all sorts of bad, but you just have to mesh a little bit, you know, you have to introduce yourself in the culture as much as possible. Avoid the touristic places that they take advantage of tourists, and you know, mixed with locals as much as possible, and ask to them as to what can you do, where can you eat, and all this kind of stuff. And I find myself that if you go with a positive attitude, no matter where you go, you're always gonna get a positive result. So for instance, I had a really positive result in the UK and pretty much everywhere else. And this time around it was like, man, I never thought even of the possibility, you know, of the Netherlands being a place that I would like to go visit, or not visit, I would like to visit everywhere, but go and stay and live. But after being there for a week, not staying at a hostel, but staying, you know, at a place, at an actual, you know, Dutch house, and you know, having they let me have this bike for the week, and you know, mixing and match and whatnot with locals, and you know, what they say, when in Rome, well, that's what I did. I really felt like, come on. I actually looked for jobs in English in the city. And then it was like a little bit heartbreaking because, of course, the first thing that they asked for is that you speak Dutch. I speak quite a few languages, but I don't speak Dutch. But I just signed up, you know, to a Dutch course online. I've been having for the longest time this itch in my head, you know, other than the US and Australia, which I would like to visit and live, of Denmark, you know. They always said like Denmark is the Canada of Europe, and I shared an apartment alongside other people. There were two Danish guys back when I was 21 at the uni, and you know, I really liked what I saw, and over the years we have managed to keep in touch a little bit. And it's like this, I don't know, it's like IKEA scenery, I don't know, taken from the little Red Riding Hood kind of fairy tale kind of country. You know, it's like, what's up with you guys? Do you realize how good you're living, how good you have it? So I always romanticized, you know, Denmark, but I never stopped to think about the Netherlands. You know, the Netherlands is just that small country as well, that's in between Germany and Belgium, and yeah, what do you know, nearby the UK. But you know, I'd never given it so much thought to it because, truth be told, the only time that I had been to the Netherlands before was back when I was 17, and we were more worried about getting marijuana than visiting around. So you cannot appreciate a country by that. And this time around I didn't go to a coffee shop or whatever, you know. I just did regular stuff that you're probably gonna see in the vlogs and whatnot. But what I have to say, that's where I've been. I've been in the Netherlands. Then, of course, I vlogged and whatnot, but I came back home, you know, and I was so flippin' exhausted, because I am one that some people like go on holidays, you know, just to relax, sit back, go sit at a cafe and, you know, chill. But it was like, you know what? I'm here. I can always chill at the village. You know, that's the most that you can do in here. It's chill. So I might as well visit all that I can visit around. But yeah, the sad part of the story is, on the day that I was, you know, I woke up, I took the train, I went to Amsterdam, Schiphol, the airport. And I went there, I went through security, I checked in, my bag and whatnot, and everything, you know, was going smooth and whatnot. And then I had like an hour wait, you know, up till we had to board the flight, and I was charging my phone and at one of these Wi-Fi hotspots that they have at the airports, and I was, you know, low on battery, and I was trying to communicate, you know, with my family, like the flight's gonna be right on time, and you know, doing the usual stuff. And then I had this kind of moment, you know, that I've been having throughout the week, but that was like the groundbreaking, like, well, that's it, you know, that's it. In an hour you are leaving. And it was not like summer's over or something like that. I'm Spanish. I can speak however I want about Spain, right? I was like, man, I don't want to go back there. And that's the harsh truth. You know, it wasn't like, you know, holidays are over. What are you gonna do? You're going back to your routine. No. I really had this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe my face changed right now because I'm still, you know, really coping with that. Is like, I don't want to go back to Spain. For the life of me, some kind of miracle happened. And I have to say that even though I was wearing the sunglasses because I didn't want to make a scene or whatever, some tears, you know, I'm having this lightheaded experience. Some tears showed in my, you know, through my cheeks, and there was this girl, very nice girl, who was from Columbus, Ohio, and she told me that she was headed towards Italy, and that she currently was living in South Africa. And she was like, well, you know, it's kind of a feeling, you know, and whatnot, but you have to overcome this. I kind of get the feeling as well, you know, for people that like to travel the world or whatever. I got this down feeling when I had to go after studying abroad and whatnot, going back to Columbus. I didn't want that as much. She was telling me the story. I don't know. I mean, I'm a talkative person, if you haven't realized, so I can talk to pretty much everyone. But yeah, and once I got there, I gotta admit that they picked me up at the train station, you know, my family. And once I got home, my mom was like, geez, what happened to you? And I didn't even realize about that. She was like, you were so bubbly and cheerful on the phone all these days, and now I can hear you again, like your voice has changed. You're sounding, you know, a bit down. I don't know how to put it in milder words, you know. And she was like, you really have to get out of here, you know. This is no place for you. I always wanted to have you around and whatnot, but I'm realizing each day, every day more, that this is not your place. And I have to say that people in here made it really, you know, apparent that this is not my place. They really made a point, you know, of that. And it was like, okay, not that I don't want to prove anyone right or wrong, you know, but I give up this fight because this is a stupid fight, you know. I've been trying to fit in here for quite some years now, 3-4 years it's been. There's been no way. And you know, just when I thought that there was something wrong with me, what do you know? You go abroad, go visit a friend, get to know new people, and you find out that there is actually nothing wrong with you. There actually is something wrong with them, and I'm not here to diagnose or to classify anyone. They clearly have issues. I don't know if you have seen that black comedy from BBC that it's called The League of Gentlemen, and they say quite a lot like, this is a local town for local people, and this is the local shop for the local people, and it's a local, this is how it is, you know, my hometown. And yeah, I mean, you are born wherever you are born, it's not like you choose it. And here I don't feel it's my place at all. And I'm kind of thinking that I will make part 2 of this video, but lo and behold, I have to say, where I've been to the Netherlands. The experience has been flipping awesome. And would I like to be back? In a heartbeat. And where are my plans for now? Who knows where are my plans from now on, other than I know that I don't want to stay in here, prolong the stay in here more than needed, you know, more than necessary. Other than that, I hope I can catch up with all of you guys soon, you know, because I've been away and I've probably missed a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up with all of you guys' videos that you have uploaded. Well, I've been away, but I'll try to do my best, otherwise I'll just say hi. And yeah, that's about it. I gotta go places now, so I'll keep on talking, you know, I cannot stop talking once I start. Later on or whenever I get the choice. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye!